Why, hello again, viewers. It's me, Adam Slash 2022 here. As you know, if you see me from if you don't know about me, hey laddies, you might have, if you saw my video not breaking copyright, and saw my first video about Adam Slash 2022 and see episode 1 and season 1, well, since you saw me in my video saying I'm not breaking copyright, that first video that was there, but for some reason got blocked. But anyway, was the first video about me of old show characters returning. And there's some old show characters that are coming to my channel. Some of my favorite shows have already been invented. Since now you know me, I'll happily introduce to most of them. Happily introduce most of my show characters. Some you already know, while others, well, if you see that troublemaker, this is Harry. He's my own troublemaker. And those show characters, you're probably wondering, who are they? Well, these are the AI characters, which you might have seen them on episode 1. If you haven't heard about it, well, it's like a find a way to impress my future. There's that video on you. If you haven't seen the first episode, you should go and check it out. Anyway, I'll happily introduce most of my show characters. Well, some you already know, but we'll show you. Here's the Paw Patrol pups. You might have known them before. They're from the Mighty movie. Well, twice. But anyway, if you hadn't heard about it, you should go and check it out. And here's the Dire Street characters. If you haven't heard about them, well, it's kind of a long story about them. But anyway, that show was around since 2008, since they were invented in 2018, but in 2019, into 2019. But sadly in 2020, well, that show got cancelled. If you don't believe me, you should go and see for yourself. And also, here's Thomas. If you don't know who he is, well, he's from another show. And that show was quite nice until this piece of garbage showed up. Since Mattel turned their show into something, well, something that wasn't, which therefore, when Mattel screwed up Thomas back in 2018, they turned something that wasn't, which therefore lost their audience. So I'm bringing the original Thomas back to life until this piece of garbage show up. And if you don't believe me, well, if you see that video, the Richard Thomas Friends is back. You should go and, if you haven't heard about it, you should go and check it out. Their season will begin, which you might already know them. Everything like that. And here's my dog named Joshi. If you haven't not heard about him, well, since you don't know him, Joshi's my dog, and I have a cat named Stripey, and this is Purdy. And these 3 dogs, well, it's a long story about them. And Joshi's been around since 2014. If you don't believe me, well, I will make a video about his backstory. And he's now 10 years old, and all to celebrate his anniversary along with Stripey, I will make a backstory, and he is my best friend also. Next, here are the cosmetic characters. If you don't, they're one of my olden show characters. Along with another engine named Dream Train. You might have heard them. You might have heard Dream Train before. You might have heard them on in episode 1 when you saw them on YouTube channel, which you already seen them before. But the cosmetic characters, well, their channel is going to be a bit bumpy, and also, but you already know that. But anyway, they're the cosmetic characters, and you're probably, is that characters? Yeah, they're a bit too girly, but don't worry, I will give them an update. But now their original selves will be like this until season 2 comes. Anyway, the cosmetic characters, they're run by an announcer named Star and Bath, and 2 of their means are called Sync and TV. and they're gonna be, and I'm starting my own object show. If you don't, it'll be called Say I Am. It began since 2000. Which how I don't know. But anyway, I will make a backstory when they got into the show back in 2021. Backstory a few years back. But anyway, that show will be quite, they will host their show. Yep, everything like that. Yep, but that will be continued for an overview. Anyway, and lastly but not least, here are the Finest of Freddy crew. Who, if you don't know about them, they were in their own movie. If you haven't heard about it, you should go and check it out. Anyway, these two shows I'm making my own version about them. Am I breaking copyright of these shows? No, of course not. I will make my own style of them. The cultural parts we might be going first, along with Train's already done. And along with the cosplay characters and Thomas and Friends, and yeah, there's along with Josh here as well. Try with their own show. Well, while the Paw Patrol pups and pups and the Fire Spirit crew will come after. Hopefully I'll get this, but don't worry, I will get them so sorted soon. Now you happily introduced to my show characters when their videos will be released. Well, there will be some shorts on my channel, but I'll start with the shorts and why you want to, and you're wondering, Adam, why you start off with shorts? They're boring. Well, it'll give me enough time to get myself going, but don't worry, I know that sounds a bit boring, but don't worry, once I get that stuff sorted, I'll move on, then I'll work my way up until season 2 comes, and yeah, that's what happened. It may sound a bit boring, but hopefully it will get everything sorted. Now then, now before I go, I just want to say, welcome to my channel, and hopefully see in episode 2 and Adam/22, which had to be me. Hey, episode 2 will be released soon. Anyway, there will be some more show characters before the videos will begin about them. There will be some clips, so I've introduced them all one by one, just to make sure that just to make sure you viewers know them. Otherwise, just to make sure you viewers had heard about them. Just to impress you guys. Now, I'd love to stay and chat a bit more, but I gotta get going now. I got a lot of work to do around here, and don't worry, my channel will be exciting. You viewers, you laddies will see. Well, better go. See you later, laddie. Better get going now. I got a lot of work to do. See you in episodes. See you in my. Hopefully enjoy season. Hopefully not. No, not the case. I better get going. See you later, laddies. Sorry about that. Here's the Paw Patrol pups. You might have known them before. They're from the Mighty movie. Well, twice. But anyway, if you hadn't heard about it, you should go and check it out. And here's the Dire Street characters. If you hadn't heard about them, well, it's kind of a long story about them. But anyway, that show was around since 2008, since they were invented in 2018, but in 2019, into 2019. But sadly in 2020, well, that show got cancelled. If you don't believe me, you should go and see for yourself. And also, here's Thomas. If you don't know who he is, well, he's from another show. And that show was quite nice until this piece of garbage showed up. Since Mattel turned their show into something, well, something that wasn't, which therefore, when Mattel screwed up Thomas back in 2018, they turned something that wasn't, which therefore lost their audience. So I'm bringing the original Thomas back to life until this piece of garbage show up. And if you don't believe me, well, if you see that video, the Richard Thomas Friends is back, you should go and, if you haven't heard about it, you should go and check it out. Their season will begin, which you might already know them. Everything like that.